Myself. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, everyone in our Zoom room. Welcome everyone that is in Sarajevo, and welcome everyone, regardless of the city, country in Europe or outside Europe where you might be this afternoon. So, before we start our meeting, I would obviously like to thank the European Commission, and in particular Steen, our project officer, for all the support that he has been given to Secure 2 since its beginning. Secondly, a very, very important acknowledgement to ICORSA, in particular to Erna and to Mac, for making us being here for the next 2 days. It is really an honor and a pleasure to be in Sarajevo and to be such welcomed in an amazing way as we have been. So thank you. And also to Tamer and Aliza. Aliza? These are our colleagues from Attract Adria. Anisa?
Alisa, no, that
No,
Matsi is online.
Okay. No? Why?
Because we don't have camera. We have only sound for the online people. No worries.
Okay.
Just send them the photos if you want.
So this is like radio. Okay. So thank you, Tamer and Aliza. They are from Attract Adria, one of the Secure 2 sister projects.
Yeah, thank you very much for your invitation. We are very glad to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
We
much.
have actually met last Friday in a sisterhood project meeting. Carolina has already sent a request for the host of the meeting to share all the projects presentations. So we will also share them with all of the Secure 2 partners. So, as I said, I am part of the project management coordination. With me is Rui. I am Anna, and I am currently the head of Wellbeing and People Department within my institution, which means that I am mostly HR driven, and this is my role within this project. So, although I am part of the coordination team, this job is not done alone. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Take a seat wherever is available. So as I was saying, the work is not done alone. And with me, I have Carolina, who is our project manager. Well, both of us are quite new to the secure ecosystem. We are really looking forward for this meeting. We are really looking forward to actually properly meet everyone and to put a face on little Zoom icons or email addresses. And this is actually one of the main goals of this Secure 2 kickoff meeting, is to take the time to actually know each other. I know that for part of you, this is strange because you have already been engaged for at least 2 years. So please be patient with the rest of us that were not on board since the first time this ship took off the harbor. But we are really, really looking forward to this. And to be here, as I said, in Sarajevo is also very, very special. I don't know if all of you or some of you already had the opportunity to go to the city center and to see that particular place where the Ottoman architecture ends and the Austro-Hungarian architecture begins. If you haven't been there, it's physically marked and you can see on the ground something like the meeting point. So this is the city where cultures meet. And this is the city where Secure One and Secure Two will also meet, and also with new cultures, new partners, new perspectives, new ways of seeing and doing things. The second main goal of our meeting is very, very important. It's basically to promote and share a space between partners, and in particular pilots, and discuss supporting mechanisms for each other. So this will be the focus of our meeting today and tomorrow. We have prepared a very neat agenda. So today we will be more focused on understanding how Secure One was, to take the lessons and with that knowledge to evolve for Secure Two. That will start happening tomorrow. Also, tomorrow we'll have a more managerial meeting, but don't worry.
No sounds.
Okay.
No pressure.
Okay. We're back.
Thank you, Anna. I will be very, very short. Many of you know me for several years, and as Emma mentioned last night, we have waited for this moment, I think more than 7 years, to come to Sarajevo as one of the kickoffs. So it's a great pleasure to host you here. I hope you have a good time and that we will have a productive meeting. Tomorrow we'll have hands-on activities and a lot of work, and today we will do this, let's say, generalistic overview. But please feel welcomed, feel sort of like relaxed, and any time or any point that you want to ask something, feel free to, interrupt, ask questions, stop us. Feel like this is also your meeting, not only ours. Yeah, thank you so much. Back to you, Anna.
So from my end, this is it. No worry, all of us will have time today to present yourselves and your institutions. Okay, so this said, I would like to introduce Dario Capezuto to present the policy feedback. Do we have Dario's presentation here?
No, we have Steens, but he can share perhaps. Dario.
Yes, well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm happy to be with you for this kickoff of the Secure 2 project. And indeed, I have some slides to share with you. For the moment, it says me that I'm not able to share my screen. So perhaps this
on the way, on the way.
On the
30
way,
seconds,
perfect.
on the
Yeah,
way.
that's
Okay.
that's
You should
fine.
be.
No problem. No problem. I will
Yeah, you
be
should know.
waiting.
Now you are
We should.
able to share.
Okay, great. Then I will share. So let's see what is happening. So I need to share this. So you can tell me if you see the slides. For the moment, it looks like it's loading, but I guess it's coming. Not yet?
It's in transit. It has not
Okay.
arrived.
Okay, well, let's see. A bit of patience, but in theory, it should come. Or I can try again. Let's see if this way we are luck here. Not yet. Well, actually, in theory it should, but I will try again. Let's see. Still nothing?
Still nothing, Dario, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, this is-
Bizarre.
Yes.
Uh,
Presentation.
I try again. Otherwise, I will try to close the presentation and reopen it. Perhaps it helps. So yeah, I will do like this. So I will close this. I will try to reopen it. So here.
Dario, if
So
it's not working, maybe you can send us a
I can send.
presentation and we run it
Yes.
from here. You
Absolutely. Yeah. So I will share it with whom?
Carolina.
Carolina.
So, okay.
Dario, is it the same as for the other kickoff meetings? I can share it if you want.
If you manage, yeah, basically it's the same. If you manage, because with me, I can try again, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Steen, you already have permit sharing. Oh, perfect.
Do you see it?
Yes, I
Yes,
do.
yes.
All right. So tell
Okay,
me when I have
perfect.
to move slides.
Okay, great. Thank you. So who knows what's working, what's happening with my PowerPoint. But anyway, once again, despite of this little issue, it's a great pleasure for me to be with you for this continuation of the Secure One project, which was, I will say, a very successful project. And Stein, if you can then move to the next slide, please. I will give you a bit of information. Many of you are already familiar with it, but perhaps some of you are not. A bit of information on what has been delivered in the context of the ERA policy agenda 2022-2024. So this set of actions to strengthen the European research area. With the final ambition to have a single market for researchers, scientific knowledge, and technology. We had, in the context of this ERA policy agenda 2022-2024, an action focusing specifically on research careers. And what we did in this action was to work mainly on 4 strands of action. The first one was to introduce new standards for research careers in Europe. That is, through the adoption of a Council recommendation establishing a European framework for research careers. This Council recommendation also introduced the new European Charter for Researchers, which replaces the old Charter and Code for Researchers. So we have these new standards. In order to support the implementation, we have put in place a number of tools, or we have strengthened some existing ones. So you are certainly aware, for example, of Euraccess or the Human Resources Excellence in Research Award. We have also introduced, for example, a mutual learning exercise on research careers, targeting member states and supported by the Horizon Europe Policy Support Facility. We have established a new ERA talent platform as a one-stop shop for researchers and research organizations, an observatory for research innovation careers. ReSaver has been strengthened, and we also introduced the European competence framework for researchers researchers, which is called ResearchComp. There is, as you can see, also a strand on promoting cultural change, to which the overall action contributed, and this is also, in fact, clearly linked with the reform of researchers' assessment in the context of QARA and in the context of a different action of the ERA policy agenda, which used to be ERA Action 3. But in order to support the implementation of the new standards, we have also worked on investments that could be helpful. In particular, we have launched a pilot in Horizon Europe in 2024 to support organizational change, in particular to foster better employability and better working conditions for early career researchers. And this is where your project comes in. Basically, we had this talent ecosystems call, and together with you, we have another 10 projects that will work starting basically now. We'll work on fostering a better implementation of the Council recommendation on research careers and of the new European Charter for researchers. And we can move to the next slide, please. Next slide, which explains that what we did in the context of the previous ERA policy agenda is not a final target, but it is actually a starting point for more action to be implemented in the context of the new ERA policy agenda, which has been adopted by the Council a couple of months ago, and which includes, once again, an important action, or I should say structural policy, because this is how it has been defined, on research careers. And in the context of this new action or structural policy on research careers, you will see that the expected outcomes are focusing, as I said before, on supporting the implementation of the Council recommendation research careers and on the implementation of the Charter for Researchers. So we are aiming at creating guidelines for the implementation of the Council recommendation, a community of practice to share experiences, to consolidate the Research and Innovation Careers Observatory in order to eliminate gaps, and then to establish some recommendations for better career development and career progression, and also, once again, to see what to do in terms of additional investment pathways to reduce, in particular, precarity and these career paths to non-academic research careers. So we are now in the transition between what we did before and what will be implemented as of today, because actually the kickoff meeting on this new structural policy and action was this morning. And we can move to the next slide, please. Next slide, where I mention briefly that what we are doing in the context of the ERA policy agenda is not an isolated action, because in fact, as you are probably aware, the Commission President von der Leyen has announced in May a new Choose Europe for Science initiative. So basically, in addition to what we are doing in the ERA policy agenda, we also are putting in place initiatives at European level, but not only, because there are also initiatives at a national and even institutional level to make the EU a magnet for talents from the world. So in particular, as far as the European Commission action is concerned, we have launched a 500 million package for the period between now and 2027. In this context, there is already this year the launch of Choose Europe for Science pilot under the MSCA. And we will also have some European Research Council 7-year super grant, in addition to a relocation top-up for ERC advanced grants. And we are also working on a visa strategy to facilitate relocation of international researchers to Europe. Freedom of scientific research is another fundamental element. We want to make sure that the EU is seen as a strong promoter and defender of freedom of scientific research, especially in light of what we see happening in other areas of the world where this is put into question. And this is why freedom of scientific research will be enshrined into EU law. And then we will also have some legislative measures to complement and to go even beyond what has already been done in the Council recommendation on research careers. This will be done in the context of the so-called ERA Act, which is expected, at least in terms of Commission proposal, in the third quarter of 2026. And which, among other things, will also address challenges for research careers and mobility. Let's move now to the next slide to explain a bit more in details what are the objectives of the Commission with this talent ecosystems call, and therefore also objectives that we are expecting you to pursue through your project. Of course, the main objective is the establishment of talent-centered ecosystems. And here I would like to highlight that when we talk about ecosystems, we are not only referring to the consortium, but we also expect projects to go beyond the partners and therefore to involve actors beyond the consortium in order to make sure that there is the widest possible cooperation between actors that are part of these ecosystems. In the context of the ecosystems, we expect the implementation of the new framework for research careers and of the European Charter for Researchers, and of course this should be bringing organizational change. This is actually why we are requesting partners to have either the Human Resources Excellence in Research Award or to start the process during the implementation of the grant. And then we also expect strong academia business cooperation so that there can be better employability and better working conditions for researchers, in particular early career researchers. Of course, this should also be something that facilitates cooperation between academia and business in more general terms, and this should be something ensuring a multi-directional flow between sectors. And we can move to the next slide, please. Which is focusing on our expectations from the talent ecosystems projects. And of course, it is very important for us to have cooperation with the Commission. I have to say that with Secure One, we had an excellent cooperation. So we hope that this can continue, and we are sure this will be the case also in the context of Secure 2. We also expect a high degree of cooperation between the 11 talent ecosystems projects because we do not want isolated action. We think that it is important to make sure that there is coordination of activities, that there is a sort of avoidance of duplication of measures. It is important that overall we manage to achieve, or you manage to achieve, in cooperation with us as Commission, the best possible results in line of our expectations. It is also possible that you will be asked to participate or even to present in workshops or other events. As you well know, at least all those of you who were involved in Secure One, this has already been the case for your previous project. And also any feedback that you may have for us that will be extremely welcome in terms, for example, of potential improvements for the future, obstacles that you have encountered, even as far as clarity of the call to which you responded is concerned. And of course, we are always happy to be contacted in case of any issues. We know that the Research Executive Agency, and in this case, our colleague Stein, will probably be your first point of contact. But if there are any issues that are related to what we do here at EGRTD, obviously you can contact me directly, or certainly Stein will pass on any particular messages to me. And with this, I conclude. I hope that this was clear and helpful. If you have any questions, I'm of course happy to answer. I apologize already now because I will have to leave at 2:25 to move to another meeting. But until then, I'm here. And as I said, any questions you may have, with pleasure. Thank you very much.
Dario, thank you so much. I don't know if any of you have a question. Go ahead.
No, I need.
No, you have to come here. Dario, just 2 seconds, because
No
only my
problem.
microphone is working, so the colleague.
There. I asked the colleagues for Cross to send us the presentations of.
Yeah. So, am I here?
Yes.
Oh, hello. Hi, Dario. Thank you so much. And
Hi,
thank you for your-
Claire.
and thank you for your continued support. When the Commission launched the 500 million, I was at a meeting with Claire Morel a few days later, and this did not land so well. There is a lot of talent already in the European Union, within Europe, and how we position this attraction and retention and this circulation of talent. So I just wondered if you can comment on that, and how we need to position ourselves, because we don't want to switch off our early career researchers. That the perception might be that we want to attract big professors from the US over retaining early career researchers here in Europe. So it's a slightly provocative question, Dario. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
No, Claire, you don't have to be sorry, and it's a very important and valid question, of course. And well, here the answer is easy. As I said in the first part of my presentation, our work to improve, strengthen research careers in Europe has been very important in the previous ERA policy agenda, and it continues. So our work was there, continues to be there. Your project actually is part of this work to make sure that research careers in Europe can become stronger. And of course, this will benefit primarily researchers who are already in Europe. Certainly, it will also contribute to making sure that the research and innovation system, the European research and innovation system, becomes more attractive also towards international talents. The Choose Europe for Science initiative comes on top of all of this. It does not intend to take resources or political commitment away from improving research careers in Europe for European researchers or for researchers working already in the EU. The intention is to make sure that we can further reinforce the attractiveness of the European system for those researchers from international countries, from third countries, in order to make sure that we can benefit from those highly skilled and top talents to come and reinforce further our system. And this, of course, we all know, acquires an even higher importance nowadays in a situation where we are confronted in other parts of the world with attacks on science, restrictions of funding, in some cases because of very doubtful reasons and so on. So it is important to make sure that we as European Union reacted strongly and somehow laid down the conditions for even benefiting of these situations, if I may say.
Thank you, Dario. Any other provocative questions? Okay, Dario, once again, thank you. I know that you have to leave, you have other appointments. Thank you for taking the time to be with us here this afternoon. Looking forward to meet somewhere in other events. And next on the agenda is Steen, our project officer, that will share with us some tips for research management. Welcome, Steen.
Thank you very much, Anna. Thank you all. And I really regret that I cannot be there with you. In fact, I had booked my hotel and my flights, but I was called back for a meeting tomorrow morning. But it looks like you all have a good time, which is perfect. Indeed, I will, following Dario's presentation on the policy, I will briefly introduce you how the project management should be done and what are the most important points of attention. It's a bit of a dry presentation, and in fact, it's a very long one, but I won't provide all the information. I've sent the full presentation with tips also for financial colleagues from you all to Carolina, and this set of slides can be spread, can be circulated. So this is a short version, and you can ask me any questions anytime today or afterwards during the execution of the project, of course. So let me see. So briefly, I will explain a bit the role we all have here in the grant agreement. I will put your attention to project monitoring and reporting, some information on audits, how amendments should be done, when they should be done, some tips on communication and dissemination, including on policy feedback, which is important for this topic because you're moving within the ERA sphere, and then any other business. So the role, to be very clear, so the DGRTD is responsible for the policy, is responsible also for the work program, and has designed the topic, make sure that the right goals are designed. What the European Research Executive Agency is doing is managing the grant, assisting you in the implementation of the funding and helping you also with communication and so on. The coordinator is our intermediate, is our liaison with all of you. So if you have any issue, then it's the coordinator who will contact me or Dario in case it's a policy related matter. Let me go to the monitoring. This is probably the most important part where you will work with us in REA. So your project started a couple of months ago and you have 2 reporting periods. Well, with the monitoring, we check if everything is going well. And this monitoring is being done by us in REA, both me as project officer and a financial officer. And we also recruit external experts who are real experts in the field. So together we review what you will be doing. This is all seems all far away, and indeed it's only within a bit less than 1.5 years. So you still need to start the work, but please, you will see in the portal where all the reporting needs to be done. You will see all the timelines. So I explain it now. Monitoring is not only linked to the fixed dates of the reporting periods, but can also should also happen, of course, during the lifetime of the project. So there is continuous reporting from your side. This concerns the deliverables, and most of you have experience with projects, so I don't need to spend a lot of time on this. So deliverables should be submitted in the time that you promised they would be. It's important that, especially for public deliverables, that your efforts are of high quality, because your project and you as partners will be, well, you want to be associated with a high quality deliverable. Once the deliverables are approved by us, they are immediately published. So please put some attention to this. Everyone will have access to it, okay? In case you have troubles in reaching the agreed timeline related to the deliverable, get in touch with me. It's pretty easy to extend the deadline, although we try to avoid it, okay? But if you have issues, we would like to be informed in advance and not after the deadline has passed. We tend to be forgiving pretty well. So that's for the continuous reporting. In the periodic reporting, you will only have 2 periodic reports. This is both a technical part and a financial part. The technical part you need to prepare together. The financial part relates to financial statements of each individual partner. So within 60 days after the end of the reporting period, you need to submit your report. This means including the financial statements of every partner individually, okay? The technical report will be checked by an external expert and myself. The financial statements will be checked by a financial officer. We will have a meeting after these 60 days to have a discussion on what has happened, with some tips for the next period in case needed, or recommendations if things went south or things were very good. So approval of the interim and the final report is important also to get payment of the balance. So that's be aware of this and put the necessary attention to this reporting. Again, as soon as the deliverables are approved, when they are public, they will be published immediately. All right. So I repeat this. Now about the financial reporting, I won't go into detail. You find all the information in the rest of the slides. Just keep all traces of all costs. Check exceptions beforehand. If you have doubts, ask me and the financial officer. Be transparent about everything, okay? They should be actually incurred, should be clear, it should be properly explained if there are changes in the reporting and so on. So this takes quite some time in our experience. So please start well in advance to gather all this. In the portal, it looks a bit like this, but I won't go in detail. If you have questions, happy to respond. Audits, one slide only, but you have to be aware that audits can be carried out during the project and also after the project within 2 years. So, and this can be both financially and technically. So please record everything, every decision you make that is inducing changes in the work and so on. Keep a record up to 5 years. This can be checked. So just a warning. Usually no audits take place. It can happen. So therefore be prepared. That's the main message. Okay. Now, usually not everything runs like it is planned. That changes may happen, and for many changes, an amendment to the grant agreement is needed. But for most, there isn't. For instance, if you in the end want to do a budget transfer within the project, within the agreed budget, you don't have to. request an amendment. And an amendment is a burdensome process, and both on your side and on our side, so we try to avoid it. If you have changes and you've doubts if this requires an amendment or not, then please contact me and we will check it. If there is a significant change, of course, an amendment is needed. A change of a work package, for instance, would require an amendment. Change of duration would require an amendment. But changes within a work package or a budget transfer between partners because of well, certain reasons, that's all allowed. And you just warn us in advance, and then it should be sufficient. So stay in touch. That's basically it. Now about communication, dissemination, exploitation. This is not, well, this is an obligation from the grant agreement. You have to communicate, you have to disseminate widely. It's also an opportunity, and especially for this type of grants where the results are important, not only for you and your direct constituency, but also for the policymakers. Communication is key. And Secure One indeed did a very good job in communicating, and we expect not less than Secure 2. Be warned that after 6 months there is a mandatory deliverable, namely the dissemination exploitation plan. In case you need to revise it or prepare it, be aware that 6 months is soon. Your project started in June already, so think of this, and this can be revised at the end of the project as well. Don't forget, for any event you organize or any publication you will make, any type of publication, you need to acknowledge the Commission's funding, the Horizon Europe. So sometimes people forget this, and then that's actually a breach of contract. So please think about it. There's also the fact that your project is part of the European Research Area projects, policy supporting projects. So you're part of it, but you can also use the visuals. So we strongly recommend it to do it in your slides, on your website, and so on. We have a lot of dissemination tools that you can use free of charge. You know most of them, I believe. The Results Booster, for instance. You have the Horizon magazine, the Horizon Results platform, and there is also, for this particular case, the ERA policy platform. There is the QR code here that you find. We would like to encourage you to make perhaps short videos. They don't have to be professionally made, about the results that can be of use or relevance for policymakers, but also of use to many stakeholders in the different member states of the European Union. And these short videos can then later on be posted on the policy platform. So think about this, not only to deliver a result, a tool, for instance, that you will make, but make a short video of 1-2 minutes about this tool that is making some advertisement about it. So this is what we are looking for. In any case, the most relevant results will be published on the policy platform, which is accessible, or is the platform for all member states in the ERA forum to use. Because this is in policy preparatory research in a way, feedback to policy is very important. And there are a couple of slides that I will show you to encourage you to share evidence with policymakers. They can be of various kinds, European, national, regional. Don't forget the regional, I would say. It's not only the European policymakers you should address. How to do this? Well, we developed the guidance for this. I'll share the link in a minute. you have to understand what's going on. So, and that's why Dario kindly offers to come to the kickoff meetings with this background information on the policy. You have to understand what the needs are, where the policy at this moment is. We encourage you to join forces with the other projects, and you indeed had a meeting last Friday for the first time. So this is really recommended to keep on collaborating and then plan. One of the ways we want to help you in delivering interesting recommendations, at least to the EU level, is via policy briefs. So, and here you find links to guidance, and the one in orange actually provides a template for policy briefs. So these very short documents that focus on your results, that focus on evidence that you obtained, and then following these evidence, some recommendations towards the policymakers. I repeat that this is not only European policymakers, but can be a national, regional, or institutional level. So there's a lot of information available that will require some reading, but I advise you to take a look when you have time. And if you have any questions or doubts about it, you can contact me. A few months before the end of the first reporting period, we will deliver you a specific template for the policy brief, because the policy brief is a mandatory deliverable for this project. You have one at the end of the first reporting period and then another one at the end of the project. These are short, so it's 3 pages or so. And the second one, of course, can be an update of the first one. So start thinking of this already. And you can collaborate with the other projects. You can maybe share statements in that sense, because in the end, you're working in parallel, basically. So that's about it. To sum up, communicate to all the stakeholders you have. Don't forget to cite the grant and the Horizon funding. Deliver deliverables on time, and if you have issues, please contact me in time. Keep all records for the finances. In case of changes in your plan, in the budget, inform me, and then we'll see if and which actions are needed. And as a rule, in principle, grants are not extended, but there are always exceptions, of course. So that's it. Here are some useful links. There are more in the full presentation that I shared with Carolina, and she will give it to you. And that's it. So if you have any questions now, happy to respond. Or if you can always contact me later via the coordinator. Thank you.
Dean, thank you. We do have a question from Cornelia.
Hello. Hi, I'm Cornelia from VDI-IT from Germany, and we are leading Work Package 4, which is responsible for the policy briefs. And I just wanted to clarify, because I think in the proposal we had one policy brief about promoting the researcher career framework and trialing it. And then I think in the review process, 2 more policy briefs were added by the Commission. So I think those are the ones that you were just referring to in month 24 and 48. But could you say a little bit more about the focus and expected content of these 2 additional policy briefs in relation to the one that we already had planned to submit?
Yeah, so the one that you plan to submit should be the same as the one we ask. So the first policy brief after the first reporting period should be some kind of intermediate one, where you briefly report on half a page on the evidence you already obtained and the obstacles you encountered and the recommendations you at that point you have. This is very short. You don't need for the second reporting period at the end, you don't need to make 2 policy recommendations. Just one is sufficient. So this, I believe we did this, we arranged this in the grant preparation, but if not, we will arrange it at this point. So it's sufficient if you have just one policy brief at the end.
Per reporting.
Yes,
at the
per
end.
reporting. Yes, and the one at the end should be, well, the idea is that for anything that you encountered, the main recommendations you would have to the EU, that they would find a place in this policy recommendation. This will be specific, so we will ask questions. So together with Dario, we will prepare a template for you. Of course, this will be with some questions, for instance, related to an example, the competence framework, how this has been taken up, something like that. This is an example. It's not even sure it will be put in there, but it can be very concrete. Of course, you can go beyond that. If you have findings that point in a certain direction, which is pretty innovative, for instance, totally new, and an advice that DGRTD can use for its work on the next framework program or on the ERA Act or follow up, you are advised to put it in. These are two documents that we ask you to prepare, but if you have some findings and some recommendations that are very important, I ask you not to wait until you have the policy brief to communicate it to us. Because, you know, policy work goes fast, and as soon as you obtain the result, you can come to us and either to me or to Dario, and we can talk about it. So the policy briefs are according to a strict regime, but it's only twice, and you may have some very interesting recommendation in between. So you know how to find us then.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. So thank you, Steen. I promise to you that, well, we have already submitted one amendment. We will do our best to not do it again, okay? We want to keep you happy.
That's very good. But in any case, if an amendment is required, we'll do it, of course. But
Of course.
then it's better to combine things also. It's a burdensome process, you will see.
Any other questions? No, we've been there, we've done that, we've seen it, it's done. Any other questions to Steen for the moment? No? Steen, thank you also for being here online with us. We know that you really wanted to be with us here in person in Sarajevo. Well, we will have to make another meeting for us to meet again properly. Thank you for your presentation, and let's follow up for the next step in our agenda. So we will start with the overview of Secure 2. And here is the moment where all of us will have a couple of minutes to present ourselves, but also to present our institutions. And as the coordinator, I will take the lead and I will start. So again, my name is Ana and I am here on behalf of Instituto Superior Técnico. So we are the engineering school from University of Lisbon. We have roughly around 11,000 students, 100,000 professors, 100 full-time researchers. I said 100,000 professors, no, 1,000 professors. They would be outnumbering us, sorry. As I said, we are a school of engineering, but also a school of architecture and science. What can I say more about Technic? Well, a curiosity. We were funded in 1911 by Alfredo Bensaúde. He was, of course, an engineer, but more than that, he was a constructor of violins. Another very curious thing, just to keep you in, to keep it in your mind, who we are and who do we bring to the world. The current United Nations head, Antonio Guterres, is a former alumni and a former professor from our school. So he's one of our engineers, and we are very proud of that also. Well, that's it for me. Partner 2, Eurodoc. Who is Eurodoc?
Eurodoc
Is online.
also Sarah Filia.
Sarah?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you need to
Yes,
share
okay.
screen?
If you want, I can share, but I can also not share. Let's see. Give me a second. I start saying that I'm very sorry not to be there, but I am currently running for the regional elections in my region, and so I can't really move, and I'm really sorry not to be with everyone. Slideshow. No, wait. My lord. Yeah, I think it's, yeah. It's very, I mean, I'm sleeping not enough to be effective. I am very sorry. I think you can see my screen, right? Yeah, okay. So I think most of you already know Eurodoc. For those that don't know Eurodoc, we are full name is European Council of Doctoral Candidates and Junior Researchers, and we are a grassroots federation of national associations. I think here we are missing someone because in the last AGM in August, we had 3 new national associations that joined us, including Estonia here. So we are a bit more than 24 now, and is run exclusively by early career researchers in Europe. We are all volunteers except someone, like me in this case, who is paid through projects to work on specific tasks. But it's very important that we are really all volunteering. We represent early career researchers in all aspects of their life, including all the measures that advance the quality of doctoral programs and working conditions, including gender equality and accessibility in an intersectional approach. We are very active in COARA, Opus, Open Research Europe, and we've been partner in the Secure project, in which in that project I was working with Marie Curie Alumni Association personally. Now it's important for everyone to know that I'm back to Eurodoc for the Secure project. And we're very, very eager to start working on this project and collaborate with all of you. That's the team.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Eurodoc. And now to Marie Curie Alumni Association, who is here from Mustafa.
Yes,
online.
hi, good afternoon,
Welcome.
everyone.
Good afternoon.
Sorry that I also cannot be here. I would have loved to be there, but you guys put it during the R&I days, so it's anyhow. I will share my screen. Please let me know if you can see it. You should be able to see it. Can you see my slide? Perfect. So yes, so my name is Mustafa. We are the Marie Curie Alumni Association. I'll explain what we do. But for this project, this is the project team. We have Attila, who is our project manager, who would be supporting the project management part, and Gresa, who is the financial officer. But for the project related activity, it would be Nicolas. I think Attila and Nicolas is already in this meeting, and I will supervise when needed. So as you probably already know, MCAA is an international nonprofit association. We have currently more than 23,000 members from 156 countries in the world. We have researchers from all different career stages and diverse discipline. So what we mainly do is that we work on science policy on different topic. We provide career development opportunities for our member, as well as we organize our own events. We are part of the Quora Boost, PASS Secure, European Citizen Science, and OPAS. You can see some of our policy activities. We are in terms of the policy. These are the recent statement you can see. We are part of the ERA Forum Stakeholder Group 4. It's quite an incident that today we had the ERA Action Researcher Career Kickoff, where I am actually representing together with our Eurodoc colleague for the Researcher Career ERA Action, as well as research assessment. Apart from the ERA Forum, we are also active in Quora. Our member is the vice chair of the Quora, and we are in 3 different working groups. We are part of the Young Academy Scientific Advice Structure from the Science Advice Mechanism from the European Commission, where we provide scientific expert for the Commission science advice structure. We are also part of several other organization partnership. For example, with Eurodoc and Young Academy of Europe, we have a lot of collaboration, mainly on policy, as well as there are a lot of other mutual interesting topics. So in terms of the career development, we provide mentoring opportunities mainly for our member. We have 2 mentoring opportunities. One is mainly for our member, but then we have a narrative CV. So this is a project funded by 6 different funding agencies. This might be interesting for you. It's completely free for any researcher around the world. We train researcher how to write a mentoring CV. There is a training, but as well as there are also kind of the mentoring opportunities. We also have a learning program for our members. And then, of course, some of you might be aware of our annual conference, where we try to attract more than 300 on-site participants from researchers, as well as policymaker, research administrator. Then we also have our own communication. So all our quarterly newsletter, magazine, and blog has a ISSN number. So it's an internationally recognized publication, and we will be promoting CQ2 projects to our members. Apart from that, we are part of the International Science Council. With that, we really collaborate with a similar organization around the world. Quora, I already talked about it, but also the European Science Diplomacy Alliance, where we were chair for 1 term, and Initiative for Science in Europe. So that's a very short summary, and we are really looking forward after Secure. We are also looking forward to, excited to work with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mustafa. And now, University of Cyprus. Who do we have?
We are online.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Panos from the University of Cyprus. I'm a research and project manager with the Research and Innovation Support Service of the university. Yeah, we will be participating as a pilot organization, as we also did in Secure 1. The University of Cyprus is a new university. It was founded in 1989 here in Nicosia, and it has approximately 742 academic staff members, and admits around 1,500 new undergraduate students each year. And currently, it has around 5,300 undergraduate students enrolled. Now, the University of Cyprus has developed a center of excellence such as the one KIOS. I'm sure my colleagues also from Opus project do remember this Research and Innovation Center. And many of them are recognized across Europe for interdisciplinary research and innovation. As a young university, it is a member of EUFE, the Young Universities for the Future of Europe Alliance, and a signatory for major international frameworks such as COARA and the European Charter and Code for Researchers, the HRS4R. And the university also plays a central role in shaping Cyprus's research and innovation ecosystem, engaging actively with the government, industry, and society. And one manifestation of this thought leadership position that the university has is the involvement, is actually taking the lead and being assigned from the government to draft the open science national policy for Cyprus. I know that my colleague also, Stalo Evangelou, is joining us this afternoon. So, Stalo, if you could just say hi to everybody. Thank you from my side.
Hi, my name is Darla. I'm working with Panayotis, and I am very happy that we will be working together. Thank you.
Thank you, Pyrrhus and Stylo. Stylo, lovely to meet you. And now back to Portugal, Universidade Nova de Lisboa, Elder and Ana. Elder? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elder Lopes. I'm Director of the Research and Innovation Support Services at Nova University Lisbon. So as Anna mentioned, Lisbon is very well represented in this room, in this project. So we were actually part of the previous project as well as a trial organization. And we are happy to renew our commitment to fostering and promoting research careers in Portugal, but also, and of course, in our institution. I'm here with Ana Margarida. She will be the project manager at Nova for this project. So Nova University Lisbon, it's actually, so Nova in Portuguese means new. So we are also quite new. We turned, in terms of universities or higher education institutions, so we turned 50 years a couple of years ago. Nova has 25,000 students. More than 3,000 research and faculty and research staff. We are a comprehensive university in the sense that we cover almost all areas of knowledge, from engineering and technology to medicine, life sciences, biotech, business and economics, law, so everything you can imagine. And we have 41 research units that were recently evaluated by international panels, and of which 93% of them were actually rated as excellent or very good. So we are a very much research-oriented institution. And yeah, so it is a pleasure to join you again. So we'll be, again, a pilot institution, and we'll keep fostering and promoting and trying to actually tackle research precarity in Nova and in Portugal as well. So thank you, and looking forward to discussion.
Thank you, Elder. And now let's go to Romania. I'm sorry, guys, but I really cannot read your name. No, the name of your institution.
Yeah.
Okay.
I prepared a short presentation.
Where is it?
On Teams.
Okay, on Teams. Wait.
Presentation.
Yeah.
It's in Teams.
Espera aí, calma, o Teams está aqui. Oh, filha. Com presentation. No, Cornelia.
Perhaps you should go to
Back to refresh and to sync.
Presentations and symbols. This one.
Agora, deixa-me cá ver uma coisa.
A second, because I have this in extended mode. No, this one. No, not this presentation. Not this presentation. No. Second, so. No.
This is ours.
And we've seen.
Here, final
No,
version?
no.
No, not this one.
Kickoff meeting, no. Panel, no lessons. You didn't put, sorry. I sent two presentations.
Like, we can skip one partner.
Okay, until we,
Yeah.
okay, so we will skip Romania for the moment until we find their presentation, and we will move to Spain. Plocan. You have a presentation or you just want to speak? Just,
There
okay.
is only one presentation. Sent it to
Yes,
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy and it's an honor to be here again in Secure 2. My name is Corina. A lot of you know me already, but for those of you that I was working also in the other project, I'm coming from Plocam, from the oceanic platform of the Canary Island. We are in Spain. We are not a research performing organization. We are a research infrastructure. With laboratories, with a marine test site to test different commercial projects or developers who wants to prove their experiments or the prototypes in the sea. We are devoted to the marine renewables energies. We study the climate change and how it's affect the ocean and the biodiversity. We are a team of around 55 people. We have research technicians, research managers, we have researchers. We also are involved in many, around 60 Horizon Europe projects funded by Horizon Europe, and in the field of, as I mentioned, related to the ocean and the biodiversity and marine renewables. So in Secure 1, we were the project coordinators. We also were leading the work package 3, I think, if I remember correctly. Well, work package 4, thank you. This work package was related to how the action plans. We developed a number of action plans to implement the Secure Research Career Framework. Yes, and we also have a number of pilots that I will let you know later. So you get a little bit the background of all the action plans and all the pilots that were involved in Secure 1. And that's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Corina, and now back to Joanna. So let us just make a refresh. Joanna.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Ioana Trif. I am a policy expert on open science and research assessment at WebCDI. Some of you already know me from Secure One project, where we implemented actions from the Research Career Framework. WebCDI is the main public funder of competitive research in Romania, and we served as a policy advisor in science, innovation, and higher education under the Ministry of Education and Research. WebCDI designs, launches, funds, and manages RDA programs that support the career development of researchers at all stages. WebCDI plays an important role at the national level in supporting the RDA community. In this context, we disseminate knowledge, share European initiatives and policy, provide training, and create a space for active dialogue within the national community. In Secure One project, WebCDI acted as a pilot organization and contributed from the perspective of a research funding organization to the development, refinement, and implementation of the Research Career Framework. Having a dual role, both as a funding agency and policy advisor, allow us to pilot new Research Career Framework actions, building on the results we obtain and the experience gained in a Secure One project. The WebCDI team that is involved in Secure 2 project is the same team that was involved in Secure 1. My colleague Alina, Alexandra, Ioana, and myself. We are excited to continue working with all Secure 2 projects and to continue the work we started in Secure 1 project. Thank you.
Thank you, Ioana. Just stop share, and after Plocan, let's go to partner 8, Vitai.
Yeah. We're following the grant agreements.
Okay. You guys have to do, we are.
Hello. So I'm Claire Viney. We were in Secure 1. Do we call it Secure 1 or Secure? The original Secure. Yeah, and now we're Revenge of Secure 2. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we were in Secure. I'm Claire Viney, CEO, CRAC. So we'll explain the difference, okay? CRAC, Careers Research Advisory Centre. We are a charity and not-for-profit NGO formed in 1964. I know I have grey hair, but I'm not that old. And I've been with the organisation for 9 years. My whole career has been spent in career and professional development. So accreditation, recognition, understanding research around career pathways. So that's my expertise. Vitai is a programme. So it's essentially a series, a collection of projects and activities where we're trying to understand how we support the career and professional development, mostly of researchers, PGRs, postdocs, but all researchers. And we're specifically, a lot of what we do is around career tracking, career pathways. About a third of our income comes from contracts. So we would work with funders to look at their potentially their funding mechanisms to understand, monitor and evaluate and understand impact. A third comes from the Vitai program, most of which Emma works towards, so she'll talk more about that. And then a third is training, so learning and development. So for example, in July, we were delivering an EDI program in the US. We have work in South Africa, we do work in Australia. So but these are at cohort and at strategic level. And then we also do a lot of policy work, not just in the UK, but obviously through projects and programs like Secure, Opus, and we are also a Kawara Boost, but Emma will mention that.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so I'm Emma Day. Again, I know most of the people that have been retained, is that the word, from Secure One? So
So our role in Secure 1 was we led on work package 3, which was around tenure track like models. And we also worked in partnership with Technopolis on the development of the framework. So hopefully I'm here. I wouldn't say to be the expert on the framework, but hopefully to provide some continuity from one project to the other. Because what we had in Secure 1 was very little time to test the framework. So we have a framework, but we were really rushed with any robust testing. And that's what we're really excited about in Secure 2. I was also involved in Opus and the Coara Boost project. I think most of you know of Coara, and we're part of the Secretariat of Coara. And I think what will be really interesting is bringing some of that into our work in Secure as well. So we're really interested in linking up initiatives. So not providing another thing to do, but seeing where there's synergies and parallels between the projects. And we're the UX's bridgehead for the UK too. So again, I think as we get further into the dissemination of the work that we're doing, we can look at how we do that through UX's, but I think Adam will probably mention that too. I think that's all for now. Thank you.
Claire, Emma, thank you so much.
Thank you. Can I just say Anna is doing a great job?
Yes.
Yeah, for those of you online, Anna is doing such a fantastic job. Literally at last minute, woke up this morning and has to really step into the breach. So you are amazing.
Thank you so much. Okay, and now let's move to Hetfa, Hungary. I think that okay, that's why I didn't know if you were online or not.
So good afternoon, everyone. We are truly happy to be here and get involved in Secure 2 as we weren't involved in Secure 1. So we are representing Hetfa Research Institute. It's a Budapest-based think tank, active in many, many fields, including policy evaluation, impact assessment, urban development, territorial development, entrepreneurship-related research, creative industries, climate change, and so on and so forth. But we also have a dedicated team to support the professionalization of research management, through which I was involved in Erection 17 in the previous policy agenda, and now continue to support the Hungarian team as co-sponsor in the new action in the policy agenda. And we are involved in many related projects as well. And we really hope that we can bring in some added value and some expertise from this field, and we can make better synergies and support the policy briefing, policy basically to channel in our results to the policymakers. And let me also introduce briefly my colleague Beata Lazar, who joined recently our team, but we are working mainly now on RM framework. And yeah, please introduce yourself as well.
Hi everybody. Yes, like Virak said, my name is Beata Lazar, and I am a senior communication expert. And lucky me, at the RM framework, we get the work package communication and dissemination. So if you see anything about RM framework, it's me basically. So I'm really happy to be here and for the work also. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Virag and Beata. And now from Hungary to Moldova.
They are online.
They are online. Okay.
I'm Artem Zhukov. I am from Moldova. And first of all, I would like to thanks for opportunity to participate online. I would like to to share the presentation of our university during that we as a participate first time to this security project. It will be
Artyom, yes, we are going to give you permissions. You go ahead.
Yes, you see.
Yes.
I will be describing about our university profile. Nicolaitis Timițanu University is one of the most prestigious universities in our country. We in 2022 we celebrated 77 years, but today 2025. We have 80 years of activity. According to our brief history, it's starting to 1945 from the State Institute of Medicine of Chisinau. In 1990, the institute was named by the scientist Nicolaitis Timițanu. In 1992, it's created the Faculty of Residence. In 1996, university is renamed in the current name Nicolaitis Timițanu State University of Medicine and Pharmacy. It's how you see in the photo how was our central building in 1945 and how it's now. And what it's important, we research, we gained the Human Resource Excellence and Research Award from European Commission in 2016. And in 2022, we founded the National Institute for Research in Medicine and Health within Nikolaitis Timisoara University. Our vision of our university is to modern and high performance international competitive institution. We provide professional education based on high quality scientific research, excellence, open access, and multilateral collaboration. Our mission is to provide these highest quality services in education, research, healthcare, and professional training, concern for quality assurance and research, product and reliable results, and contributing to the status of knowledge and science overall of benefits of student and society. Our University Excellence, we are the only higher education institution in Republic of Moldova who trains doctors and pharmacists. We are internationally accredited institution according to the standards of World Federation of Medical Education. We have a network of international collaborative relationships. We have highest ranked research institution at national level. Of course, international rankings by Cimabo, Webometrics about the world rank, national rank. You see, it's based by research activity. It's not only the memberships of World Association, but we are membership of Francophone, medical schools, International University Agency, members of ICGB, and World Directory Medical Schools and Medical Education of Europe. For the first who asks how many students, how many staff, and how many educations, you see the numbers. 5,000 of students, 1,000 of staff, and education, 100 of education department, chair, laboratory, scientific centers, academics, and research divisions. Of course, what kind of course we are offering of our university is the undergraduate, master's degree, postgraduate, and residency. It's a different. Of course, we have a doctoral schools in medical sciences. We are doing it in the consortium. We have 272 PhD supervisors. We have approximately 400 PhD students. We have our Journal of Health Sciences, Moldovan Journal of Health Sciences, where we publish the results. Of course, we mentioned that Human Resource Excellence and Research Award from European Commission when we have worked deeply and keep to maintain this. And of course, our participated in this project help us to improvement and maintaining this point. Strategies of like every university, we have a strategic development plan of our university. I not stop about our general objectives, how we do it, but it's important that we are implemented education through research and stages of successful research and higher education. It's new points. We combine about the National Institute of Research, how we do it. Strategic of research direction is a human strengthening the human research potential. Internationalization of the research and establishing the research clusters. Of course, we have our laboratory and the central laboratory building now. It's we starting to the build. Priority, we are establishing the research units, clubs, and clusters. We have now the clusters of personalized medicine, non-communicable disease, communicable disease. Of course, we are participated in the different international projects with like part of them. Another one we would like to mention the World Bank project to improve it, and Core for Excel projects. International research, it's countries you see in the slides, and of course it's the medical diaspora who provides a virtual space for dialogue and collaboration between research and medical scientific point. Of course, these are shortly presentation of our university. We are opened for visit us. I'm the Your Access contact point of our university, so I participated directly in this implementation and this awarded of this high excellence. This is all, and I would like to see my colleagues. We have two colleagues from this one. Is Tatiana Timerkan. I'm not sure if he's open video, and Sergey Chobanov. Tatiana Timerkan, it's coming from the Department of Biochemistry. He's associate professor, but Sergey Chobanov, it's present. Yes, Sergey, the floor is yours.
Hello, nice to see you all. My name is Sergey Choban. I'm head of the Department of Preventive Medicine. Also, I'm coordinator of bachelor program in public health and the master program in human nutrition at our university. Our department, Department of Preventive Medicine, organize and conduct research in field of epidemiology of communicable and non-communicable disease, environmental health, injury and violence prevention, occupational health, health promotion. So we are ready to participate in this project.
Sergey, thank you so much. And now moving next to the next partner, but because we are a little bit delayed, and I know that this is not fair for the partners that are coming forward, but I promise that if the remaining partners can keep their presentations really, really short, up to 2 minutes maximum, in the next meeting, I will bring pastéis de nata to everyone. So, Alexander, please.
So, would anyone take a picture with phone of me, okay?
Yes.
Do they have a presentation? Can I show my, can I show a presentation?
Yes. Where is it? Where is your presentation?
On the drive.
Did you upload it, Alex?
Yes.
It should be done, yeah.
But it's not.
No, this is the one I'm doing with all the presentations.
Okay, I will do without.
Okay.
Okay, so my name is Alexander Beresko. I'm representing the Lviv Polytechnic National University. This is a university located in Western Ukraine, so we have advantage of being, let's say, far from hostilities area. And we are now the biggest university in Ukraine, educating around 35,000 students. And we have probably around 3,000 of academic and research staff. We are open to, let's say, advancing our research culture and supporting research careers. And we have very good time now because we have a change in our leadership. We have a newly elected rector, like first female rector in 200 years. So, yeah. So you can imagine that there is a like impetus for change, and we will, of course, use it to also for Secure 2 project. We are multidisciplinary university. Of course, we are most focused on technical things, but we have everything, probably except medicine. We have humanities, we have everything, so it's lots of things to work on. So I'm super happy to be here. I know many people from previous collaborations, and I hope that we will have fruitful collaboration with all of you. Many thanks, and good luck to us.
Thank you, Alexander.
Very quick.
Very, very quick. And next, partner 12, ZUT. They are from Poland, yes.
Good morning. It's nice to be here. We are very glad to be here. It's our first time in Secure, so it's very interesting for us. Next one.
Sit here.
We are all from West Pomeranian University of Technology in Szczecin. You can see Szczecin in the map of Europe and the map of Poland. Our Faculty of Chemical Engineering and Process Engineering, Process Technology and Engineering, consists of 3 buildings. And what can I say about our university? We are renowned for innovative projects. We are open to collaborate with another institutions from Poland, from above the world. Our university consists of 12 faculties, and we have a doctoral school. Our researchers are focused on renewable energy resources, on engineering, economics. We are, I think, comprehensive. The next one. It's our team. Our team consists of 3 members. The first one is a project manager, Magdalena Siwoń. Nice to meet you. Magda is a specialist, financial specialist in our faculty. The second person is Adrian Augustyniak. In short, Adi, you know, and me, Martyna Jurkiewicz. Adrian and me are researchers. We are working in chemical engineering, and in addition, Adrian working in microbiology and nanotechnology. And the next one. As I said, it's our first time in Secure, so we are very curious to work with you, and I think our ideas will be helpful for us and for you. Our role is implementation of solutions, education and training, researchers performer, and what can you do? What can you want? We can do. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Martyna. And from Poland to Serbia, CPN. Irena.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all here, both in person and online. My name is Irena, and I'm here with my colleague, George. We are coming from the Center for the Promotion of Science in Belgrade, Serbia. We are actually funded by the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and our main task in Secure, but also in our own country, is to communicate science towards the public, but we also work within the research and innovation ecosystem, supporting developing their capacities and talents. So what we did in Secure 1 is actually we led the package on communication dissemination, and we will do the same in this Secure 2, along with all our other partners. I see already the question about the mailing lists. We will send you for sure the table to send all of your contacts. So after this meeting, we will have all our contacts at one place. I will also leave you with a little link in the Zoom towards the online publication that we do, that we in Serbia actually publish a popular science magazine, and this is the edition in English that you can read through and get the feeling and the idea of what we can do also in Secure. So we will be doing some interviews and showcasing good examples, etc. So I'm looking forward to working with you all, and see you later, I guess.
Thank you so much, Irena and George, and now Adok.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sophie. I come from France, as you can hear. And I come from Adok Talent Management, which is a private company aiming to bridge the gap between academia and private sector. We have 3 main department activities. The first one, and the original one, is about recruitment. So we basically offer services to a different kind of organization, both public or private, to support them in finding the right talents in terms of recruitment. Our second activity is training. So we also, as Claire mentioned, we are also giving some trainings to support career development of PhD holders, PhD candidates, and researchers, generally speaking. And finally, our third activity is research. We created a lab in 2021 a lab that is focused on doctorate. We have different areas of research, from health of researchers to policies to careers as well. I'm particularly involved in research in careers, and I'm really happy to be part of SECURE2. In SECURE1, we were a pilot organization. We implemented a couple of actions, mostly dedicated to bridge the gap between academia and industry. And I'm very happy to bring this expertise for SECURE2 and to support the different pilot organization. Just last thing and short thing, I will work together with Mathieu, who couldn't attend today, but most of you already know Mathieu, and I'm very happy to be here today with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. And now quickly to Hungary, Bizian. Bizian. Welcome.
Thank you. Shall I try to share my presentation? Which is where?
It's here in Teams. It's in presentation. I think you're the last, if you
scroll down.
Scroll down.
Where? You saw it? Okay. While I'm searching, I want to just say I'm very happy to join you here in person. This has been quite an immersive experience coming to Sarajevo, and I like it a lot already, although I didn't manage to come earlier, just right spot on time. Thank you very much. Well, so Applied Research Institute with a long name is what we have. We are just 30 years old, or we're now 31. The biggest in Hungary, but I guess to real large countries compared, it's still not very large. I want to focus on our own unit, which is called Knowledge Management Center, because we are not researchers, as you might imagine. We are supporting our researchers with research management activities. And within the frame of that, we have a number of competencies that we offered already for SECURE, which we were part of, and now we are carrying over in SECURE2. The first, as it has been already mentioned several times today, we are the Hungarian coordinator of the EURAXESS network. And we have coordinated projects, Horizon projects, which focused on EURAXESS. Two of them earlier, EURAXESS Top 3 and EURAXESS Hubs, they were called. And we are bringing in our network experience together with our colleagues who have mentioned they are also members, most importantly, Claire and Emma. The connections to all the EURAXESS colleagues and centers and countries. The other thing I want to mention is the HR Excellence for Research Award, which we possess as the only institution in Hungary up until now. And we have had our first action plan in 2022-23, and now we are in the middle of implementing our second action plan with 12 ongoing actions. And in addition to being involved in several projects focusing on career development and mobility of researchers, we are also partner in one project focusing on institutional gender equality plans, and I am also part of the cross-cutting activity for the development of young researchers. So I'm trying to connect the dots in several dimensions here, and our commitment in SECURE2 will cover on the one hand evaluating and assisting pilots to select their actions to be implemented, and on the other hand, and this is also being carried over from SECURE, focusing on mainstreaming and well, basically promoting the research career framework and convincing other institutions, additional institutions, to take it up.
Thank you.
This is it. Thank you very much.
And now VDI, VDE, do you have a presentation?
Anything? It's one of the first ones.
One of the first ones
Yes,
right here. But this is work package 4. This is not the one.
I put it together.
Ah, okay,
okay,
okay.
it's
So then
first
it's this one.
preference.
Okay. So then share and okay.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Cornelia. I'm from the German company VDI, Usually we get shortened to something like VD or something, but this is our long, unpronounceable name. So we are a project and innovation agency based in around 7 cities in Germany. And we mostly support the German federal government in administering government funding programs. But we also do some scientific services ourselves. And yeah, through our scientific expertise, we also take part in Horizon Europe projects. We have around 1,000 experts from many different research backgrounds and yeah, fields with whom we do our work. And yeah, we've also contributed to a lot of EU projects in the past. So this is just a selection of recent projects. We also sometimes coordinate projects, but we mostly do policy recommendations, mainstreaming, network coordination, foresight, also sometimes event management and communication. And we have been partners in Secure One already, and this was mainly through our expertise in tenure track models. So we were the project management agency for implementing the German tenure track program until 2024. And this program is a government-funded program which created up to 1,000 new tenure track professorships at 75 German universities. So it was a really, really big funding program, and we administered the funding and also were coordinating the whole process and speaking to the universities, etc. And so this expertise is what we brought into Secure, and we were part of Work Package 3 with Emma and bringing in a case study for Germany and also, yeah, working on the deliverables. And then from, I think it was like June or something last year, we also led Work Package 5, the mainstreaming work package. And this is also our role in Secure 2 now, to lead the mainstreaming work package together with HETFA. And yeah, so this is us. I'm everyone. A big hello from Martin to everyone. For those who know him already, he just had a baby girl on Wednesday, so that's why he can't attend. But yeah, we should send him a picture later. And yeah, so this is us. I'm happy to be here again.
Thank you, Cornelia. And we are a very efficient project. We are here for almost 3 months and we already have a Secure 2 baby. And now to one of the most difficult partners pronunciation name, Loughborough University.
It's difficult for us to pronounce every other one.
And we also have,
Yes.
it should be LU.
Here.
Exactly. So, is it your acronym LU? No, this is, no, your acronym of university.
Acronym LU, yeah.
LU?
It's LU. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Put it in slideshow mode. Okay.
Thank you very much. So, yes, Loughborough University, Loughborough is how we say it. And so just to say where Loughborough is, so it's right in the middle of the UK, it's England, university in England, in the East Midlands of England, about an hour and a half away from London, not far from Birmingham. And we also have a campus on the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, where we held the Olympic Games in 2012. So we have a small campus there as well. So Loughborough is a university of around 20,000 students, around 3,000 staff. My role at Loughborough is the director of the Research Academy, and I'm also an associate pro-vice chancellor for climate change and net zero, which is one of our strategic themes. And I was formerly the director of CDICE, and that's what Sharon is now doing. So Sharon, who's here with me as well today. We have had the HR Excellence Award since 2010. So we've been sort of active in the space, particularly working with VTI. But I think that it's probably fair to say that the progress that we've made has not been as fast as we would probably like. And so the Research Academy, which is a new initiative for Loughborough, is something that I think we'll be able to work with and learn a lot from this, being part of this project, which is really exciting for us. But the main reason that we're on board with Secure 2, and we weren't part of Secure 1, is we've been running a programme called CDICE, which is the Centre for Postdoctoral Development in Infrastructure, Cities and Energy. And we've done a lot around developing researchers, researcher careers, mobility, and some of the deliverables are on this slide. We've just done an evaluation quite recently, which has demonstrated some of the activities that we've done have created a lot of benefits for individuals, and that's good practice that we'd really like to be able to bring into into Secure and help to develop and ensure that other people can, I guess, benefit from our experiences, and that we can benefit and take that forward as well as we take CDICE forward. CDICE was a 5-year project. It's just coming to an end in December with the current funding, but we're also seeking some additional funding to be able to extend that. It has 18 university partners in the UK, but we've also worked internationally in Rwanda, in India, in Nepal. So it's something that we've been able to translate to quite a significant number of international audiences as well. And one of the things we've put in place is micro-credentials, which might be something that could be something that's of interest to some of the colleagues around the table in terms of that evidence and pathways for CPD. So I'll leave it there because I'm conscious of time, but really looking forward to and, we have a Brazilian lady who runs this chain of cafes in Loughborough, and she does brilliant pastel de nata. So we have a daily supply, but I'm always happy to try others from around the world.
Respectfully doubt that, but
honestly, she was on the Brazilian MasterChef. So
you do understand that we are talking about 2 different countries.
Oh, we?
Okay, thank you, Catherine.
Could have a compare and contrast.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you. And now, last but not least, let's go to Corsa.
I have presentation. Can you please share it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Aqui está. Okay, I'll be very brief. Okay. Não faz mal também. Okay, we would do the presentation as a presentation mode in any case. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. I am Carolina Varela, as Shannon was saying, that one that is sending all the emails. The project manager now of Secure 2. I was not involved in Secure 1, so every time you ask me some questions about the past, I go to Erna for support. I come from Corsa, an Irish-based association. We are based in Ireland, but our colleagues, lovely colleagues, are working in their home countries. So we have here Erna Caralija, our project manager, staff manager, and what else? Researcher as well, okay? Researcher at Secure 2. We also have Mac here from the DNC department, and also Sal joining us online. Sal, we miss you. And Rosario Griffin from one of our legal directors. So, and I work as administrative officer, but also as a project manager, and I'm based in Luxembourg. So if you want to visit me in this lovely country, I will welcome you. So what we do, we represent research staff associations worldwide, actually not focused on in Europe, and we have a lot of associations in Europe, but we also have in Brazil. So it's quite important, particularly for me, because I come from Portugal. It's good to connect with our friends in Brazil. We also have in Canada. And in Europe, we are represented in Italy, Ireland, France, Portugal as well. Here we have a research association within ICT within our coordination institution, and UK also. So we're very happy in Germany, and we represent researchers at all career stages. So we don't focus only in early stage career research, but also those in the other stages of their career, more senior. We represent it also at private level, so public and private institutions, and we try to reach out to diaspora researchers and engage with them. We actually, what we do is we organize meetings and we share good practices and knowledge about the knowledge ecosystem of the countries that we represent. And based on that, we also have running surveys on the precarity of researchers, and we participate in our partnerships, mainly with our partners in crime, Eurodoc, Marie Curie Alumni Association, Young Academy Europe, where we're involved in several projects, but also we are represented at UNESCO, so we provide input and we're often invited to be a board advisory on several of their programs, and we involved our research associations on this. Science Europe, we're a member of Science Europe, International Science Council, and Receiver, where we have a participation on the consortium as a board level. And we just mentioned our initiatives, but we have here some of our key initiatives that we hold last year. Now we're very focused on secure, but we'll engage with new initiatives as well as the workshops that we promoted between research associations, because it's important also the associations to have a voice and to share knowledge between them. Sometimes we speak too much to our stakeholders and forgot to speak with among ourselves. And this is our ongoing projects. We're here missing Secure 2, but it will be added. So we're also partners in crime with Vitae in the Opus project and Pharos project. I think Vitae is not there, but we also partners from H2EAT and Pharos project. And we were involved also in Ring in the past, in Musica, and now Secure 2. So this is, I won a pastel de nata.
Thank you, Carolina. Well, we've been here for almost 3 hours. Shall we do a short break now?
We have a coffee break at 10 to 4. So maybe Emma and I can give like a very short work after 1 and 2, because we will repeat everything tomorrow in detail.
Okay.
Stay with us.
But is everyone okay with this? Do you think that you can stay in the room for how much longer? For 20 minutes?
Yes.
For the
promise of more food.
Do we have a compromise among the consortium? More food? Okay, 20-minute presentation. Deixa-me abrir a apresentação.
Eu não sei se elas não têm. Do you have
Arna,
a presentation?
will you have a presentation?
Oh. They have suspicious.
Right, I just wish my presentation.
Just a quick question, sorry. So this is no break, like for 20 minutes, yeah?
No break.
You wish.
You wish. 10 more minutes and we promise a break. 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm asking because of the recordings. Should I stop before the next presentation and I need to do it, okay?
Okay, just 10 more minutes, all yourself.
Okay.
Arna and Emma, the floor is yours.
Yeah. This is, okay, we'll just go to the
package 1, isn't it?
Yeah. It's work package. Just minimize. Yeah, perfect. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, we promise to be quick because tomorrow you will see more of me and Emma, and just so we don't appear in your nightmares. Yeah, it will be like it's just me and Emma of the whole presentation. So many of you, I mean, all the pilots have already received our email about the survey, and the survey was connected with the work package 1. So I will just shortly go to the work package 1 and give you a little bit of more information, what you can expect and what will happen in the next 3 months. So since we are continuing secure, original secure, in this one, Secure 2, we wanted to give more time to the
to our pilots to actually implement different actions, to give feedback, to readjust and etc., and not to rush it. So that's basically the objective of the work package, to establish a baseline of the understanding on RCF, especially for the partners or pilots that haven't been included in the work in Secure One or original Secure. We want to assess what is the maturity level of our pilots as a baseline, and then work on the action plans that you will implement different interventions or actions in your pilot institution, and assess it again at the end to see what changed. And we wanted to provide training on RCF, especially for people who haven't been included in the first one, just to understand what we did in the first Secure project. So the first one is, I guess, the most important one, because we are going to start from that, is the institutional mapping. And this is sort of like a request for you as well, because in the next week, you will have to think deep and hard. Who do you want in your cohort? Because this is the people who will help you do the benchmarking, the action plans and everything. So you have to go to your institution and think, who do you need in your team, in your cohort, to be involved in all the activities that you're going to do. And you have to think of it quickly, because you will get the benchmarking Excel that we will go through tomorrow, already next week. So think about it on the, flight back home. So you want to, give them more tasks on top of their tasks. So first one is on the maturity, and this is the benchmarking, basically, because the results of the benchmarking will give inputs for the maturity assessment that we'll do at the end of the year. And you will also hear today the lessons learned from Secure. So try not to sort of do the same mistakes, or try to learn from their examples what to do better, especially people who are not included in the Secure One. Based on the benchmarking, we will identify the gaps in the RCF. So basically areas where you don't have, let's say, good representation or good coverage. And this gap analysis will give us an input where you need your training, what you need help with, what are your needs. And this will be probably followed with interviews with each and one of you, the pilots, to talk about what you need from all the gaps that we identified, what is the most important for you, and then this will proceed to the work package 2.
And we'll try and be really collaborative about that. So if you've all chosen, if everybody's got the same gaps, we'll think about then how we can really focus the project around that. Equally, if if there's some clear partnerships where perhaps we could partner institutions because they've got similar objectives, we'll look at that. So I think what the lovely thing about Secure 2 is we've got a bit of time that we didn't have in Secure 1. The framework is done. And now we can think about how that's really practically implemented in the institutions, and how we can work together as a project to make it efficient. Claire?
Yeah, Claire.
Can I share the framework?
Yeah.
I know it's in Zenodo, because the website's still not back up. Is it or not? I can do it from Zenodo.
Better maybe from Zenodo, but I think the old website is active, actually. Maybe you can
Okay.
access it. Let me check
Can
it.
I just clarify something?
Yes.
There's a clarification. Of the 9 pilot institutions, there are 10.
Yes. We had one late addition to the piloting, so it's 10 actually, not 9. Yeah,
it's 10, which is neat.
Yes.
Yeah, round
number.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the graphs.
Okay, so I'll just go to the RCF training, and this is done, as Emma said, she's the expert from Secure One on RCF, and Claire will share now how it looks like, especially for people who were not part of the.
But also don't spend your evenings on it. We will talk through it tomorrow. Yeah. And again, we'll start to think about how it is designed to be a starting point. So we'll look at it in more detail tomorrow, and it will come through when we look at the mapping tools and things. It will all be within that. So it's built into all of that.
Probably very nice and slow tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't miss
That's
dinner.
the whole focus of tomorrow's day. So you figure it out how to do it. Yeah. Do you want me to stop sharing?
Let's go to work package 2.
I know.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. From where? From Teams? Yeah.
Work package 2.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. We have to go to Zoom. No, it's sharing.
Sharing. Okay. Yeah, just slideshow.
Slideshow mode. Yeah.
Okay, so Secure Work Package 2 is really complementary to Secure Work Package 1. Hence why we're together, because
Holding hands.
otherwise we're going to irritate you by repeating lots of the same work, and there's clear correlation between the two. So we're going to try and be as kind of efficient and neat with how we communicate with you as possible. And that's something we've learned from Secure 1 and Opus as well, actually. So the objectives there to select the targeted interventions. So think about exactly what you're going to do and try and make sure that it's really, really beneficial. You know, what's going to be of most impact in 4 years' time for your institutions. So, you know, where can we make a real difference? And I think just thinking back to what Steen was saying, how can we report that as we go through? You know, where's the cross collaboration? Will that affect the policy briefs? Are there some results coming? You know, where are results likely to come out? We don't want everything to be at the end of the project, so think about where we might get results that might be interesting as we go through. So it's selecting the interventions, then developing the action plans, and then ensuring that the action plans meet what we're all looking for. So both from your perspectives, from your institutions, and I'm well aware that, you know, there are other decision makers that we may never not meet through the project. So do they work for the people back in your institutions, but also for the project in itself, and to reflect it back to the Commission and make sure that they're reflecting what they want to, and the other pilots. So in terms of how it works, the first stage is a needs analysis. That's scheduled, that'll be the first part of next year. That will very much come out of all the benchmarking work that we're going to do in the latter part of this year. So we'll do the benchmarking work, we'll do some surveys, and we'll do the gap analysis. And just through having conversations with you through our meetings, we'll come up with an first draft of our needs analysis. Task 2.2 then is about the selection of the interventions. ASM is managing that at BZN. So yeah, again, it's around how we collect them, how that they complement the project, whether I mean, there are 8 action areas in the RCF. Is there a clear focus for the projects around specific areas? Are we looking to select a broad range across the whole of the framework? You know, what's going to be most impactful? And in Secure, we saw different ways. We saw some very focused activity in very small areas. And then we saw some people that kind of went more scattergun and tried to do a bit across the institution. So we'll look at that as we go through. And then there'll be the selection of the actions. And then the next stage, and this is where we move to PLOCAN and their experience of the action plans that we created in Secure 1. So we have a template and we have a process that seems to work relatively well. And hopefully, for those of you that are new, we've gone through some of the pain to develop all these things. So hopefully we'll have nice action plan templates that we can pick up and run with, and we've been through some of that experience. So yeah, we'll develop, each pilot will develop an action plan. We'll throw in some collaborative workshops in there. We'll think about how we can learn from each other. We'll make sure that they're relatively smart, and we'll make sure that they work in institution context. But also, you know, again, a learning from Secure was, it's not just institution context, it's national law. It's, you know, it's what is actually possible in a country, and try and tailor them appropriately. And again, try and capture that. I think if we can start to capture, you know, some of the intentions from the recommendation and how they actually work at member state level, I think that will be a really nice outcome. And then the final one is just a list of the proposed interventions. And then we'll move very much into, and we'll talk about this later, the piloting stage. So we've got a bit of time at the start of this project. I think is it about the first 18 months? Yeah. To get what we're going to do planned and organised, and hopefully, you know, mutually beneficial. And then we'll move into a nice solid kind of couple of years of piloting phase. Is that clearish for now? Yeah. Yeah. But any questions, just shout.
I think they want coffee.
I think they do want coffee.
Yeah.
Should we go to coffee? Okay. Is there coffee? I mean, I'm making this bold statement.
Yes.
Okay, let's have coffee. Okay,
Yeah.
go for it. Right,
Okay.
the online people.
We'll stop for how long so that
I
people
think 30.
online can
you give me? We will continue as scheduled. That
schedule? Okay.
20 past 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
20 past 4.
Okay, that's a decent break.
So everyone online, we will be back as scheduled at 20 past 4. See you later.
Hi, Anna. Are you now host?
Yes, tell me.
I need to do two things because I cannot do it by myself. I need to stop transcription just to check if it.
Okay.
So I ask host to stop. That's one thing. Oh, it's
Okay.
declined instead of accepted.
Let me, because I'm here in between screens, let me just move this to duplicate, tell me. And now you want to?
Just approve the request to stop AI Companion.
My laptop. It's on my laptop.
Oh, on your laptop. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it's done.
Okay, second, I also need to stop recording, which I cannot. I don't know why. Rest. Host. So